If you've ever driven the Spaulding Turnpike on a busy day, odds are your trip slowed to a crawl somewhere between Newington and Dover. The combination of too many cars on the road and lots of exits in a short 3.5-mile stretch often creates a bottleneck, snarling traffic and creating safety issues. Aware of the long-standing problems in the area, the state of New Hampshire's Department of Transportation is in the midst of smoothing this road out for drivers. The centerpiece of this project is the construction of a new Little Bay Bridge, which will link Newington to Dover. However, the bridge does more than carry cars across the river. It also carries an important natural gas transmission line, bringing heat to thousands of Unitil customers.
Behind me over here, you can see the Piscataqua River itself, and off over to the right, you've got the actual Little Bay Bridge. They're in the process of building the second span, which will serve as the southbound lane, and then the pipe, which is currently located on the bridge that you see here in the foreground. That bridge is going to be basically taken down to its deck and then rebuilt. The problem, though, is that the existing gas transmission pipeline's right underneath that, and in order to do the rebuild, we have to get the pipe off.
So, how do you get across the river if you can't use the bridge? After comprehensive studies, Unitil engineers concluded that the most cost-effective, long-term solution was to drill sideways and underneath the Little Bay of the Piscataqua River. A 10-inch gas pipeline, approximately 2,600 feet in length, would be installed under the riverbed in what would be the largest and most complex engineering project in Unitil's history.
Going underneath certain environmental receptors that are sensitive, such as the shellfish beds that are located out in the Piscataqua River itself. By going underneath with the drill, less impact on the environment is better overall.
For Unitil customers, it means a continued supply of low-cost energy that is very competitive with existing heating fuels at this time.
In the process of planning the project, Unitil had to work with a number of different agencies in order to obtain the appropriate environmental permitting. We had a great working relationship at the state level.
The partnership between New Hampshire DOT and Unitil is very good. Their responsiveness and dedication to complete the work has helped facilitate the project moving forward.
Some things that had to be considered as we worked our way through the project is some of the historical aspects. On the Newington side, you have the Bloody Point Ferry. That was a ferry that operated as the main means of crossing this pretty much from the inception of Newington sometime around 1623. Here, where we stand now, Hilton Park, although there's a temporary disturbance that's ongoing, the restoration, once this is completed, will return it back pretty much to the same setup that we've seen, if not better.
This high-profile project very, very important to Unitil. There's a lot of different parts and pieces, and then you're dealing in a congested area with a very busy highway next to it. So Unitil has spent a lot of time and a lot of effort in the design and making sure that all the parties that have a stake in this project are involved. The way this equipment works is put down a drill head, like a bit, followed by a mud motor, and then we'll add 30-foot-long pieces of 4.5-inch drill steel. We're able to use the vices on this equipment to break the drill steel, add another piece, tighten it back up, and keep drilling. The driller operates this piece of equipment from a driller's cabin, meaning the console is in an enclosed, climate-controlled environment. We run our computers and everything from that driller's cabin also. We're currently about a week and a day into the pilot hole. We've just passed the halfway mark. The soil borings have indicated some areas of very, very hard rock. The job is moving along according to plan.
After 2.5 weeks of hard drilling, the bit breaks through on the Dover side of the river, half a mile away from the entry point.
As advertised. It's came out where we needed to be, and now we'll get ready to make this hole bigger so we can get ready to pull the pipe.
Right now we're on the Hilton Park side of the bay. The pipeline is being prepared for installation through the drill hole. Welding is currently in progress. And once the welding and inspection is complete, hydrostatic testing will take place. Once all those things are complete, the 3 segments will be joined.
And from there, we'll be able to pull the pipe back in the opposite direction. It's kind of like a ballet dance in which everything has to flow appropriately, but once you're done with it, the dance looks beautiful, you get the big encore, and at the end you have a completed gas transmission pipe.
The pipe is pulled back to the Newington side, while the segments which did the drilling are detached as they resurface from under the river. This dance goes deep into the night.
2:30 in the morning, a successful pipe pull, and all the best planning and everything wouldn't happen without the people, everybody involved. It was a good job, and the pipe is in the ground.
With the pipe safely in place, the restoration process begins at Hilton Park come springtime. The park is fully restored for enjoyment by its many visitors. Preparations are also made to connect the new pipe to the rest of Unitil's infrastructure to continue serving the surrounding communities for years to come. Unitil is committed to natural gas growth and providing more customers with a lower cost alternative to other heating options in New Hampshire and beyond.